it is June of 2025. So I have already gotten I've already gotten diagnosed with cancer. All right. And they told me whenever what's it called? I got diagnosed with cancer. All right, due to a genetic disorder that I didn't know I had. I had to go through a major surgery, and I had an ileostomy pouch and my colon out, which again causes major GI issues, of course. And I had an ileostomy pouch. While I have the ileostomy pouch, I'm going through chemotherapy, which is not fun. Okay, obviously not fun. And then I get rear ended in a major 18-wheeler truck accident by an 18-wheeler tanker. And it's June. We're only halfway through the year at this point. What the frick is my life right now? Like, legitimately, what is my life right now? I'm thinking, how in the heck can this happen to one person? This sounds like something that you would hear in a movie or TV show or, some other form of fiction, but not this. What the heck is this? And I honestly wish that I was creative enough to actually make this into some sort of fictional book of some sort. I'm not. Although I have been told, and I am thinking about this, to just write this all down in a book whenever this hot mess is all over and done with. So, you heard it first. This is my story, all right? It's an insane story, but it's a true story, and it's my story. And so help me. I have to definitely write all of this down, make this into a book, all right, and then make sure that it gets turned into a blockbuster of a movie and get somebody fabulous to play me, and then I'm gonna retire on the money, all right, and on a private island in in a tropical beach somewhere and call it a day. So, with that being said, Hollywood, call me. Woo! All right. So, just putting that out there. I'm sticking my cum. So this is 2025 for me. All right. And 2025 is insane. I'm literally going through what can only be described as, insanity. And I'm dealing with all of this. I'm also having to, of course, go through therapy because kind of have to. Be weird if I wasn't. Just saying. Okay. So, I'm going through all of this, going through chemotherapy. Now, I'm on my second chemotherapy. I'm still on the ileostomy pouch. Then I had to stop my chemotherapy so that the chemo chemicals could run out of my system so that then I could get the reversal surgery to get my pouch off. Now, at this time, it's been 7.5 months. 7.5 long months of having this pouch on me. All right. I am ready to get the dang thing off of me. All right. Finally, because there's a whole host of stuff that goes with it of having this ileostomy pouch. All right. Again, separate video. If anyone is even interested in that video, considering if anybody even will look at this video. Whatever. It's all about actually telling my story to maybe help somebody else. So I'm going through trauma, anxiety, more trauma and anxiety, and I'm still going through trauma and anxiety, even more so. All right. But finally, I get my ileostomy pouch removed in late October of 2025. Woo! All right, which is great because my birthday is in November. Yes, I'm a turkey baby. All right. My birthday usually falls the week of Thanksgiving. Okay. And no matter what, it is family tradition at this point that I always get a turkey leg. Okay. There are two turkey legs. Okay. There's the family turkey leg, and then there's my turkey leg. There is no if, ands, or buts. I get my turkey leg. Mine. Always. Even if I have to work on Thanksgiving Day, because again, a hospital is 24/7, 365, all right, and got bills to pay, I still have my turkey leg saved all day, every day, for the rest of eternity. Okay? Just staking that now. My turkey leg. Anywho, so go through that. I heal up a bit, and then afterwards, go back onto chemo. So this is my third different type of chemo at this point afterwards. Now, chemo's doing its job for this third different type of intense chemo. Again, side effects to follow. And I'm thinking, yay, everything's going good. Woohoo. All right. Because my tumors are shrinking and some of them are full on dying off. Yay. So I only have a couple tumors left and they're only tiny little thing. And I'm thinking, okay, yay. I'm finally going to get better. And this nightmare will finally be freaking over with. You would think so, wouldn't you? No. What happens instead is that, yes, my PET scan comes back. Okay. My chemo doesn't, what's it called? My chemo is working. My tumors don't grow. Yay. But they don't shrink either. It's just stable. Not what I wanted to hear. It's not completely awful, but it's not what I wanted to hear. So at this point, all right, this was a couple months ago. I think like March? Somewhere around there? Maybe? All right. So around that, I get told that my best bet is to go onto clinical trials. So that is what I'm doing now, is trying to go into clinical trials that, fingers crossed and prayers up, may be able to actually help me with this lovely, lovely disease. And so I guess the point of this initial video, broad statement, is that, cancer obviously sucks. All right. And my story is practically the definition of insanity. I can hardly believe it's true myself. But it is, unfortunately, and I am still going through it, through this very hard journey. And I'm blessed that I have an amazing support system with family, friends, my doctors, all of the medical professionals, surgeons, and so on and so forth, my therapist. You know who you are. All right. Props to you. God knows my sanity was up and down there. It's still up and down, but less so. All right. And of course, Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. Power of prayer, it is powerful. And everything. So, I guess it's just to say that for anybody else going through a similar situation as me, or even somewhat similar, that, you're not alone. Obviously, our situations will not be exactly the same, but misery does love company. And it helps to know that there's someone who understands you, who knows what you're going through or has a similar situation to and you're not alone. And it's just helpful to know that somewhere out there you you're not alone. You're going through a horrible time, through trauma, anxiety, depression, and everything that you feel is valid, okay? It would be insanity to not feel like you are losing your freaking mind, because this is an insane situation. All right? Never let anybody tell you anything different. All of your crazy emotions, the ups, the downs, the spiraling, the everything, it's all valid. You just got to remember that nobody is a pillar, okay? That at this time, your greatest strength is through your solid support system, and it has to be very, very strong, okay? Very strong. Because this is a very, very jacked up situation, to say the least. It sucks. There's literally 1,000 different ways to say the same thing, but it sucks so much. And it should not happen to anyone ever. God forbid. But unfortunately, life is cruel and it sucks. But with the right and strong support system, people in your life, faith, if you want to lean on that, to each their own. All right. And, getting the right help from the right places, it can suck a little less and become a bit more bearable. And I'm just here to say that, again, I'm going through this tough journey. I'm still going through this tough journey. I'm probably going to keep going through this tough journey. Why can't this journey be over with? For the love of Pete, why can't this journey be over with? But we can go through this sucky journey together. Because, you're not alone. I just want to say that. All right. Well, I'm gonna knock off here in a sec. But just to let you know, all right, I know that I don't exactly look camera ready. Kind of look like a little bit of a hot mess. But, I have cancer. So, no. Okay? All right? No. I'm just be glad that I'm walking and talking. Done talking. So, there we go. And, please don't judge the messiness of my room. I am human. I am depressed and anxious. So, live and learn, baby. All right. And I guess that is all that is going to be happening until I decide to record again sometime in the future, God willing, for the rest of the update that is the insanity of my life. All right. Bye-bye. Stay safe.